What's up guys, SkittleRampage here. So today we have a lot of Funko news to go over. A lot has happened in the last 24 hours between Funko Shop drops, Hot Topic early drops, a ton of brand new SpiderMan Funko Pops, and so much more. So let's check it out. Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. I hope your Wednesday is going well. Like I mentioned before, in the last 24 hours, it has been drop central for so many things, whether you're a Marvel fan or anime fan for the most part. Now, if you were an anime fan this morning, it has especially been crazy, but we'll jump into all that in a second. Now, for the question of the day for today's video, name a character or Funko Pop in your collection that has fire incorporated into it, and mine is going to be Porcus D. Ace. So first up today, I want to go over some of the brand new Spider-Man announcements we had yesterday. I've been waiting to talk about these. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think we were gonna get this announcement for Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse so soon. I was kind of expecting in maybe another month or two, but I am here for it. They released some great stuff. So taking a look at some of the new Spider-Man Pops, we do have Medieval Vulture there. Check that out. That one's actually pretty neat. I might pass on it though. I want to see how he is in the movie, and for those wondering, it's not a spoiler. It was briefly shown in the trailer. We do have a new Spider-Man 2099. Now, as much as I do like this pop, it reminds me a lot of the older molds, to be honest, so I'm not crazy hyped for this one, but I might just get the glow-in-the-dark exclusive beneath that one because it's in an action pose, and it does have a neat glow that will show up in a second. We do have the Spot next to 2099. I don't know much about that character, but very interested to know more about him or her. We do have Spider-Man Miles Morales. Looks very similar to some of the other ones. Spider-Man India, again, a new character that I want to learn about for sure. Then we do have Spider-Bite, which looks really neat. A lot of people said that this could be a really cool glow-in-the-dark, as well as we do have Spider-Woman. Now, checking out some of the exclusives, we do have Scarlet Spider there. Check that out. Really like how this one looks. I don't overly love the black comic shading that they have on it, but still, I think the pop itself does look really nice, and I'm glad we have an updated version. That one is a Walmart exclusive releasing on 6/22/23. Next to Scarlet, we do have a Gwen Stacy, kind of like a casual clothing one where she's holding the drumsticks. That one's releasing on 4/25/23, and it is a GameStop exclusive. I do like the look of that one, to be honest. Next up, we do have Spider-Gwen. Again, very similar to Miles. This one kind of looks like some of the older ones, so I'm going to probably pass on that one. We have the Spider-Punk Funko Shop exclusive. I'm not in love with that pop. I might pick it up. We're going to have to see what it looks like in person first. We do have a casual Miles Morales going over to Target, as well as we do have a translucent Miles Morales, which I guess is just supposed to be like an invisible or kind of like a camouflage one over at Amazon, releasing on 5/20/23. And the last pop we do have is a 10-inch Miles Morales Spider-Man over at Target, currently an unknown ETA. I do feel like out of all the pops, the 10-inch Miles Morales was highly unnecessary because he's like not a 10-inch character, so very weird choice there. Now, I wanted to go ahead and show you guys my 3 favorite pops from this new set of Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, and I'm sure we're going to get a ton more, but Scarlet Spider over at Walmart, the Entertainment Earth exclusive glow-in-the-dark 2099, and the casual Gwen Stacy. Now, I wanted to show you guys the glow-in-the-dark feature on the Spider-Man 2099 pop really quick. So, check this out. This is what Entertainment Earth posted, and they showed off the glow on the bottom there. And funny enough, it actually looks like the white upgraded suit for some reason. I don't know if that was intentional or not to kind of make it like an unofficial chase or something, but basically in the original glam, it actually shows it as like blue and red, but the final product is like a white and red, like the upgraded suit. So not exactly sure what they were going for here, but it turned out really awesome. For Spider-Man No Way Home fans, we have another addition to this already humongous set, and we do have Electro glow-in-the-dark here in a Pop Tee bundle. I will say that t-shirt is definitely kind of cool. So basically, it's just the common turned glow-in-the-dark like we've seen the rumors of for a while now. And this is actually just a regular common release, by the way. And you can pretty much buy this anywhere. It's not available just yet, but make sure to stay tuned. I have a feeling it's going to release in the next week or so. I'm personally glad I waited on the common because I would much rather have the glow-in-the-dark variation in the collection. Now, I don't know about you guys, but personally for me, I'm actually going to wait and watch the movie before I buy a majority of these pops, just because I want to make sure I actually like these characters or they did a good job in the movie before I just start buying a bunch of stuff, but I definitely will be buying a couple. Make sure to let me know down below for Spider-Man fans, how do you guys like these announcements? Which ones will you be picking up and adding to your collection? I'm going to need another shelf for sure because this is only some of the pops. We're getting a bunch more. Now, speaking of new Marvel drops, we do have a brand new Black Panther facette or facette design here. So go ahead and take first looks at Black Panther in this new design Funko is trying out. The first one was Minnie Mouse, and a lot of people actually really love that pop. However, when we got the final design, it kind of turned out not as good as the glam. So I'm hoping that Black Panther will look much better than the Minnie Mouse. Though not to say that this isn't something really cool that Funko's trying, I hope they just don't go overboard with it like they did Blacklight and so many other lines, because this could be something really cool. Now moving on, we do have another new Pop series coming soon from a very interesting movie, and it involves a bear with some substances. I'm afraid to say the word and get demonetized, I'm not gonna lie. So basically, I'm just gonna show you the image here. So it is the bear all bloodied up, and it's holding a foot, kind of like a bloody foot, but doesn't have the actual substance, which is interesting. I thought it kind of would, but I guess that's them trying to go a little PG at the same time, but it has a bloody foot. I don't know. This is a really weird kind of like collab that Mondo and the Bear is doing for the most part. I'm trying so hard to avoid saying it, but anyways, it's funny. Like, it's really funny in the grand scheme of things, but it's like so weird and it's so like random at the same time, I feel like. Now at the moment, for those interested, we don't have a release date just yet. This was just announced today, but make sure to stay tuned. Now yesterday, Funko did announce a new Steve Irwin with Crocodile moment here, and it has fans going crazy. This is actually pretty nice, to be honest. So check this out. So this is actually like an Australian zoo exclusive, I think, because you can only find it on their website. Now, a lot of people were actually freaking out because this was showing like a $60 price tag, which I believe it was in Australian dollars, not US dollars, because when you actually convert it, there's like a drop down tab right next to where your cart is normally, and you can change the currency to USD, and it'll drop it down to $42 for the moment instead of 60, just for those wondering. And on the right there, this is a screenshot of me adding it to the cart, and it does come out to a total shipping over to the States at $62.66. Now, if you do want this one, basically you're gonna have to pay that $25 in shipping because it's coming from another country. And to be honest, with a pop this big, normally for a 4-inch Funko Pop, I don't know why I'm doing this, but anyways, normally for like a regular Funko Pop, it costs about $25 to send something to that. So you're actually getting a deal at it being $25 for this huge moment. So in my opinion, roughly $63 USD really isn't that bad to have it shipped over from Australia. But also, we could see places like Pop Culture or some other like US retailers that get some of these in. They might sell it a little cheaper, so you can shop around. Next up, for any Camelot fans, we do have first looks at Arthur Pendragon here, shared from Twitter. So this is actually an exclusive. We don't know where it's exclusive to in the United States just yet, but we do have an in-box and out-of-box look here. Actually looks pretty nice, to be honest. I am curious if anybody is going to go after this one. So far, we don't have any release details just yet, so stay tuned. For basketball fans, I did want to let you guys know that yesterday, the Steph Curry pop did go live. I do believe there's only like around 300 or 400 left after I checked the website this morning, so it might still be in stock at the time of recording this video. It might not be, but let me know if you guys ended up picking this one up or if you're gonna go try. For any LeBron James fans, I do have some unfortunate news here. We do have new LE 200-piece Funko Pops and Funko Gold figures here, and these are probably going to be a little expensive. As you can see, we do have a new Funko Pop and Funko Gold here, limited to 200 pieces. And the only information we do have is they were given out to friends and family during the All-Stars game via Clutch Sports Group. So, very interesting here, to be honest. I don't feel like these are going to be cheap in any sense, because I think this is the first like really limited LeBron James Funko Pop, and I feel like a lot of people are going to try to go after this one, so I see it being worth a couple thousand probably. In my opinion though, I do feel like Funko could have put maybe some more effort into something nicer and more unique versus just spray painting something gold. Alright guys, so that was pretty much a majority of the new stuff we do have. Now we have a ton of different anime stuff to talk about. Firstly, over on Hot Topic, late last night, they did actually finally drop Zeke Yeager. Currently still in stock if you guys need to order this one if you missed it in store, so make sure to head over to Hot Topic's website. Now speaking of Hot Topic drops, Sasuke and Gur are actually now hitting stores on the West Coast and slowly making their way over to the East Coast within the next week or two, I do believe. Now while that is fantastic news that these are hitting stores, and make sure to be following your local Hot Topics to find out when your store will get that stock, we do have some bad news here. So Gur and Sasuke did actually drop not at the times we thought they were going to, because usually with Hot Topic drops, they like to drop them around like midnight EST, so 12 a.m. essentially. But every now and then, they do actually do random morning drops, and that's what happened here. So if I remember correctly, yesterday morning, Gur did actually drop early in the morning. He sold out pretty quick and then restocked a little later in the afternoon. Same thing happened with Sasuke today. Sasuke actually dropped at 5 a.m. West Coast time, 8 a.m. East Coast time, so super early in the morning. I was sleeping, a majority of people were sleeping, so a lot of us missed out on this. Not to say though that you really even had a chance to getting this, because Sasuke was in stock for like 30 seconds and not even, it sold out really quick. And Sasuke did actually have a brief restock this afternoon, but again, when I say brief, I mean extremely brief. Again, another like 30-second restock and it was gone. Now my only guess with Sasuke was that this was a very like soft drop, because there's no way all that stock sold out that quick. We should get a full-on like actual drop pretty soon here, where they'll drop a ton of stock. And again, like I mentioned before, it is actually hitting stores, so make sure to check your local stores. I would say that's probably your best bet with this one, because online is just impossible these days. I am curious if anybody was able to actually get Sasuke or Gur from these really small drops. If you did, you have quick fingers, because it's like nearly impossible. Personally for me, I'm just gonna take the L on online most likely and just go for the in-store drop. I'll just wait a couple hours, because trying to get it online, I don't have the patience anymore. Next up, over at BoxLunch, we did have some pretty hot restocks. So firstly, we did have Naruto using Sexy Jutsu. That one did actually sell out, unfortunately. However, we also did have Naruto eating noodles. It did restock, and it's currently showing a ship date of 4/25 through 5/6. And lastly, Inuyasha with Kilala showing a 5/27 through 6/7 release date. Honestly, out of all those, the Inuyasha with Kilala was probably a big W for most people, because that one was trending around $60 to $70, I believe, on the aftermarket. So pretty nice restock for those who didn't have to pay those premium prices. Now, the last thing I want to talk about today was the Armored Luffy Funko Shop drop today. So a little frustrated, but at the same time, it's kind of nothing new. I'm kind of used to missing out on drops or getting drops. I've had wins, I've had losses, so it is what it is. But this one was especially kind of crazy this morning. I don't know if you caught my video on Instagram or TikTok. You can watch it after this video, but basically what happened was me and Bailey were both trying for this one, because she knew I wanted it, and obviously I was trying for myself. She was actually able to get 2 for me, which is an important thing in this story. She was able to get 2. I was not. I took a major 100% L today. However, at least I can honestly say that it was not my fault, and this was a very common issue today with a lot of people. I was in checkout, okay? It said I had a minute until the, checkout started, okay? Then it said less than a minute, but I swear it was like 1 minute that lasted for 5 minutes. I swear it was way longer than a minute. Moving along though, basically, by the time I got to checkout, I put in all my information, I hit complete order, and it sent me back to the queue and added 5 minutes to my wait time, and then it ultimately sold out. And I was like, how do I hit complete order and it throws me back in the queue? So it like completely screwed me there. Now, while I did take the big L today, again, it wasn't a huge total loss, because Bailey was luckily able to get 2 for me. So thank you so much to her. Shout out to her. But again, it was just kind of a crazy situation with the shop this morning. A lot of people were experiencing the same issues I did. So let me know down below, how was your experience with this drop? Did you guys get any Luffys? Did you miss out on any Luffys? Let me know down below. Well, guys, those are all the news updates we have for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you guys have any questions about anything we discussed today, drop a comment down below. I'll do my best to answer you. But make sure to smash that like button down below if you did enjoy. To end off this video, I do want to say a big shout out to all the wonderful Patreon supporters of the channel. You guys absolutely rock for supporting myself and the channel. If you guys want to check out the Patreon, the link is down below. We have a Patreon-only Discord where we share a lot of information, news, restocks, updates, links, and more. We also have a Facebook group with over 16,000 members that's buy, sell, and trade. And make sure to be following me on all my social medias at SkittleRampage over on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and my Facebook page to stay up to date. All right, love you guys. See you guys in the next one. See you guys later. Bye.